Okay, so here we have a video about the couple of games we've got to create more complex sentences. So we've started off with three simple sentences. It was raining, full stop. Fred went for a walk, full stop. He was eaten by a monster, full stop. So these three sentences work on their own, okay? But what we could do is rather than having three separate small sentences, we could actually join them together. So in previous sessions, we've had a compound sentence. So we may have put and in. It was raining and Fred went for a walk. So now it's a bit more detail and a bit more complex. But what we could do is expand that even further. Okay, so we could put in it was raining whilst Fred went for a walk and he was eaten by a monster. Now we have joined those three simple sentences up using these conjunctions. Now you can move the order of them. So it might be Fred went for a walk whilst it was raining and he was eaten by a monster. Or Fred went for a walk and he was eaten by a monster whilst it was raining. So you just using those first couple of examples there are lots and lots of different ways you can swap around the clauses and swap around the conjunctions to make many, many different, more complex sentences. If you want to have a go at that now, press pause and see if you can make lots of different sentences using different conjunctions and different orders of the clauses. Off you go. Okay, now in this game, we're going to change it ever so slightly. So you can see here, I've got group one. So there's a little group of clauses there called group one. These are your sentence starters. I want those to always go at the beginning. Here, we've got group two. These ones are going to go after the sentence starters. Here, we have a group of conjunctions. So we have all of those listed below, and here we have lots and lots of commas. So instead of using two conjunctions, like in the last game, this time we're going to use one conjunction and one comma. So how would this work? Well, first of all, we choose a sentence starter. We choose the first one. I went to the park. I now want to join one clause from here. I went to the park as there wasn't anyone around. I'm now going to take a comma and take one of those commas and put it after the word around. So I went to the park as there wasn't anyone around, comma, it was deserted, full stop. So in that example, I took one clause from the top, the sentence starters, and then I chose two from the bottom, used a conjunction to join them and a comma to join them. And that made my sentence more complex again. Here's another example. I could not eat my breakfast as there wasn't anyone around, comma. There was a lot to be done, full stop. So then I can move my sentences around. I can add different conjunctions, I can add different commas, and by doing that and by choosing different clauses, I can make a variety of different sentences as part of that game. Have a go which ones you can put together. They don't have to be sensible, you can make a few silly ones. And see if you can get used to writing sentences by joining them up in that particular manner, just to make your sentence work a bit more complex.